Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Curious Leon and thank you for clicking. So today I'm gonna be talking about Cardi B. Cardi B has been a part of our life since for the last 6 to 7 years. When Bodak Yellow came out, I was 17. Of course, I loved the song, and everybody was talking about she's the new Nicki Minaj and everything. And things happened. They had a really big follow with Nicki Minaj, which I don't even know why I should start with this, really, because Cardi B is talented. I don't think that this should really matter. So what I'm trying to say is Cardi B, a lot of people thought that Cardi B was going to be a one-hit wonder or like a two-hit wonder, but unfortunately, I'm sorry to tell you guys, but no, she definitely was there to stay. And here we are, Cardi B. She has more than 5 number ones, which is extremely hard to do, especially in your first 5 years. There's a lot of people that have been in the game for 10, 15, 20 years that have no number ones. Not saying that it really matters, because number ones and all those attributes and accolade doesn't really matter if you have talent, but those things are very important in somebody's career. Cardi B has more than 5 number ones. She has, I think, 1 or 2 Grammys. I mean, she's done pretty well in her first 5 years. Cardi B first album, Invasion of Privacy, came out in April 2018. And man, if you remember, that album was fire. The album was everywhere. The album was such an amazing body of work. I think that she really took her time to deliver, to work on that album. I mean, from Bodak Yellow to Bartier Cardi, which was my favorite song with by her at the time with 21 Savage. That song was just freaking amazing. And then she had I Like It. She had Ring featuring Kehlani, one of my favorite songs. And then she had Get Up, Fall 9 Times Get Up 10. And then she had Be Careful With Me. That song was, I mean, everybody knew the song. So her first album was definitely a smash album. And you know, one thing is that in the industry, a lot of artists work really, really hard on their first project because it's their debut album. Like, you know, like The Fame by Lady Gaga, an amazing album. Yeah, I mean, Poker Face, Just Dance, and Love Game, you name it, Paparazzi. Dangerously in Love by Beyonce. I mean, you have Crazy in Love, you have Naughty Girl, you have all this, you name it. And then you have Pink Friday by Nicki Minaj, Moment for Life. You have Katy Perry, One of the Boys. You have I Kissed the Girl. All those amazing songs. So artists really work hard on their first album. That is just a fact. And Cardi B, Invasion of Privacy, definitely showed that. But the thing is, a lot of artists, as they grow in the industry, as they get more famous, more popular, more, you know, known, and they sort of like lose interest for some reason, you know, especially artists these days. I feel like a lot of artists that came out 3 years ago are like nowhere today, because the effort that a lot of artists, the work and effort that a lot of artists was putting in 20 years ago is definitely not the same. And that is the reason why a lot of today artists will never be remembered, because the work ethic, the time spent in a studio, all those things are very, it's really difficult to find artists that work their ass off. I'm not saying that they don't, but I mean, it's very obvious. But in this video specifically, I want to talk about, really want to question the reason why Cardi B is taking so long to put out her sophomore album. Back in 2020, August 2020 to be specific, Cardi B came out with the huge single WAP featuring Megan Thee Stallion. I mean, the song had backlashes, but also so many positive reactions. I loved the song. I think it was amazing. At first, when I was watching it, the very first time I clicked on the song, I was just like, you know, it's okay. But the more you listen to the song and also all the challenges that happen, it's sort of like the song really grew. To this day, I still listen to the song sometimes when I feel naughty. You know what I mean? WAP was big. WAP was everywhere. WAP had everyone from kid to grandparents talking about the song. The most amazing thing about the song was the challenge of, you know, kids playing the song in front of their parents. That was the funniest thing.
I don't wanna spit, I wanna go, I wanna gag, I wanna choke. I want you to touch that little dangly thing that's swinging in the back of my throat. My head can misfire, Punani the sun is going in.
I watched the funniest reaction, and that is a lot of the reason why the song also stayed at #1 for how many weeks? 2-3 weeks. The song was amazing. You know, not for everybody. Definitely it's a age appropriate kind of thing, but as an adult, a lot of people, I enjoyed hearing WAP. The rap, Megan Thee Stallion was amazing. She was on beat. Megan, one thing about Megan, she's like a really kind of Lil Kim type of thing. Like, she's on the beat. Like, she really, I love me some Megan Thee Stallion for sure. WAP came out today. It's been 3 years. Early 2021, she came out with a single called Up. The single was great. Also went #1. I mean, the challenges was crazy.
I know that's right. Big bag, pussy, not the Bentley band. Take a map.
She also, I think she performed this song at the Grammys 2021 or WAP or both of them at the same time. After those two releases, I personally thought that the album was coming. And I think that's a big miss. That was a very big mistake of not putting that album at the time. I don't know what is holding her back or what, you know, she's thinking, what they're talking about, you know, her and her team. But I feel like after WAP, after Up, that was the perfect time to put up an album. You know, after the pandemic and after all the crazy things, and a sophomore Cardi B album would have done great. I mean, having two standalone singles, two #1 standalone singles aren't easy. There's a lot of artists that pull out songs and they're like nowhere to be found on the chart. But the fact that you had two songs simultaneously going #1 and still no out, I mean, what was the point? What was the point? That was the perfect time for you to put out an album, and I really, really regret. A lot of people may say that, well, you know, this is the label term, like, well, the first album is still doing great, you know, let the album, you know, still has its time. You're doing, but come on, it's been 5 years. I remember back in the day, I'm always talking about Gaga because I watch Lady Gaga's career very closely. I'm a big fan. In 5 years, what Gaga has done in the first 5 years of her career, no one in the industry has been able to achieve that. In 5 years, Gaga had the Fame Monster, Born This Way, Art Pop. She had a whole perfume. She had the Monster Ball. I mean, Gaga cemented her ground in her first 5 years. A lot of people don't really know about Gaga recent songs, but her very first songs, her first, second, third album, people still remember the songs because she really worked hard. She really put her whole energy into this. Today, yes, Gaga, of course, she's amazing. She's a legend right now, but I'm also gonna do a video about Lady Gaga because I feel like she's been a little bit too lazy. I'm sorry, monsters, but we're gonna talk about Gaga in a whole nother video. But what I'm trying to say is, you know, 5 years, taking 5 years to give us another album, that's a lot. That's a lot. Cardi B hype is slowly going down. I'm not saying that you are irrelevant because you're definitely not. Everybody still watches your move, every moves that you do, people still follow. But at the same time, where is the Cardi B music? I mean, like, you are definitely not irrelevant because you put out a song with Glorilla Tomorrow Too, which is also a song that I love and listen to every other day, and the song was #9, #10. So it means that you definitely still have a public, still have people that are still waiting for you and want you to put out an album. I know the conversation has been, you know, about Normani, which I also talked about in one of my videos. Please check it out. I think it's my second video I put out this year about Normani not having an album. But let's talk about Cardi B. 5 years without an album, that's quite a lot. And I know there's this theory about this, you know, one album wonder, about this fear of sophomore syndrome. I think that's what they call it. Basically, artists that are scared because of the tremendous success of the first project, they're scared that they won't be able to replicate the same amount of success to their sophomore album. But the truth is, it doesn't matter. Music, it's music. Music is not gonna be for everyone. At first, people want to know who you are, but as you get older and then you grow in the music industry, a lot of people might feel, not they might not feel relatable to you anymore. You know, it just the way it is. People are not gonna be related to you like that. People, they're always gonna be new fans, and some fans will leave you because they don't find interest in you. There's a lot of, especially women, a lot of people as they get older, they tend to avoid a lot of very sexual hyper songs, and they tend to focus on more on educational songs about soft rap, about soft music, jazz music. People change, and it's okay. Honestly, I wouldn't mind if your album didn't debut at number one. It is what it is. Give us a sophomore album. It's okay. When back in 2018, when she put out the song "Money," which also didn't do great at the chart at the time, she came out. She basically came out and say, "Oh my God, I'm scared. I'm never gonna do music again," because I'm like, Cardi B, really? The thing with Cardi B is that, and I mean this in the most respectful way ever. Because I think you're talented. I know there's a lot of people who always discredit you or something like that, but I think you're amazing and talented. But the thing is, Cardi B is definitely one of those artists that was told to be an artist. She's definitely an artist that probably wasn't born with an artistic mind to be a musician, if you know what I mean. Because like a lot of people knew her from Love and Hip Hop, that lifestyle. She was a stripper. I feel like Cardi B was more into that, maybe, or she liked that kind of exposure. But because she was also trying to rap, and people were like, "Hey, I think you should rap. I think you should," and then she was like, "Nobody's gonna listen to me." And the more people kept on hyping her, and she became this artist, which is also a lot of the ways that lots of artists have became who they are. But I really feel like, or I think Cardi B makes music because of money. I'm sorry to say it, but I feel like she does make music solely for money. I've never seen Cardi B pull out a statement saying that, "Oh my God, I'm gonna put out this song because I love it. I love the creative process of it. I love every single moment of creating the song. The song is very personal to me," because Cardi B doesn't really express that kind of love toward her song. It's always about the charts. It's always about money. It's always about, "Oh, this song made me this much money. This song didn't do this." It's always about charting. But let's not forget that you should make music because you love music. I'm a singer-songwriter myself. If you want to check out my music, you can go on my Instagram. There's a link, but also on my YouTube, I have all of my songs posted in there. Those are not my best work yet. Those are not the best songs in the world, but I'm proud of them because I made them, because I've spent time writing and singing and making all the, being there for productions. These are my songs. These are my babies. Even though in the future I will be doing better music, but those are my songs, and I'm really proud of. And this is how maybe you should approach things. I feel like you should be proud of every step, every moment. You have a song in your first album called "Get Up 10." Basically, even if your second album doesn't do great, Cardi B, please get up and continue. It's okay. It's definitely okay. I give an example of Lady Gaga during R Pop. The album so-called flopped, and people thought their career was over. Her team left her. Akon sold his share, and then he left her, and then his manager, everything. People thought Gaga was over. For a lot of people, Gaga was over, but her real career really started after R Pop. She had Chick to Chick. She had, she was an American Horror Story. She did a Super Bowl. She did Joanne. She did A Star Is Born. She did House of Gucci, Chromatica. Her career really took a toll after that flop, because you learn, because making mistake helps you grow. If you haven't failed, if you haven't had any flop project, any flop album, how the hell are you going to understand what it feels to fail, how it feels to fail, and understanding that This time I gotta work hard, basically. Cardi B, it's okay. Chart is not the end of the world. I feel like you should be making music because you love music. Another artist that I really want to mention is Iggy Azalea. Iggy Azalea, for example, she's nowhere on the charts. The last time she was on the chart was back in 2019 when her single Sally Walker started at number 64. And till to this day, she still get hate for absolutely no reason. But as someone who follows her career, I can tell you that Iggy Azalea, she really makes music because she loves music. Because again, a lot of people don't care about Iggy Azalea. So she has this very tiny fan base that still care for her. And most of artists at her position would definitely, dive into some other thing. But the fact that she still make music till this day, and when the general public doesn't even listen or care for her, but she still put out music, that's how an artist should be. It's not always about the chart. It's about how you feel. It's about pouring your emotion into those songs, because it's your art. It's literally how you feel and how you approach things. All right, Cardi B, please don't make us wait another 10, 20 years like Lauryn Hill. At this point, nobody's waiting for Lauryn Hill album anymore. I feel like she was not meant to have this career, probably. Some people say that she self-sabotaged herself, but hey, the thing is, a lot of people just can't handle fame. A lot of people can handle lawsuit every time. A lot of people can handle, people being in their business 24/7. That's okay. But Cardi B, I feel like you were meant for that kind of lifestyle. So please don't make us wait for another 5 years. I really, really, really wanted to, say those things and take those things out of my chest, because come on, Cardi B. And I was actually thinking about it. I'm just like, wow, it's really been 5 years since Invention of Privacy came out, and we still haven't had any album. I don't know. Hopefully we get an album this year. Hopefully. And then she's never been on tour. Imagine Cardi B has never been on tour. Imagine Cardi B has never been on tour. How crazy is that? Latto came after her. She's been on tour. Megan Thee Stallion, and then even Saucy Santana has been on tour. All these people, but Cardi has yet to even start her kick off her own tour. That's crazy. Please, Cardi, come back to your senses and work and give us this album. It's been 5 years. 5 years. You're a mother of two. You're happy. You're taking all these trips and shit, but we need an album. That's just my take on this. All right. That's going to be all for this video. This is my take on Cardi B. Please let me know what you think about this situation. Do you think that Cardi B is taking so long for a specific reason, or do you think she's just, as I said, chart obsessed? So let me know. I really want to hear other perception of this situation, because this is my opinion. There's a lot of things that I don't know that might be going on. For all the Cardi B super fans out there, please let me know. Please let me know what's going on, because I'm not understanding this situation. I think Cardi B is amazing. She's talented. She definitely knows how to make a hit, but we need a solid body of work. We need body of work. This is just how it is. And let me know about your favorite Cardi B song. Let me know everything that you know about Cardi B. I want to get educated. Sometimes I don't have time to be reading stuff like this, but if you know anything about this Cardi B whole long waited thing, let me know in the comments, okay? And it's always a pleasure to talk to you guys. Really appreciate every single subscriber that I have right now. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it to your friends, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It would mean a lot to me, the words to me, because I'm starting this thing. So I really want to have also a reason to keep on going. I love doing this, but also give me a reason to stay. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know what I should talk about in the next video. Please just give me ideas. I have a lot of ideas of what I should talk about, but also I want you guys, I really want to interact with you guys, talk to you guys. So please let me know what topic should I step on next time. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm Curious Leon, and I'll see you next time. Bye.